result, negative yardage. On second down, Jackson. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to slither by. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards that time.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They toss it to Warren. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, 57 yards. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On play action, Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. 45 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Connor going to try and run it, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McFadden up the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
First down, a run with McFadden. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip.
And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run, McFadden. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Darren McFadden, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Steelers. Use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running left, it's Warren. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Carter coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. There he goes, left side. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Warren will try the right side. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. Now a 2nd and 10. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now 1st and goal. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, McFadden. And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Rodgers throwing here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Buying time to his left. That is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He's on his way. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Jackson to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Now, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.